Hey y'all, it's Nerdydollgirl again here. I'm sorry that I didn't have a video last weekend. I've been suffering from my depression really badly, so I just didn't feel up to doing a video. And I know that in the past you guys have said, you know, if you can't do a video, we're not gonna be upset, but it's just very hard for me because I really enjoy doing my YouTube and interacting with you guys. It's just sometimes I just don't have really the energy mentally to be entertaining, I guess I could say. So yeah, I thought I would do this wine and dollies, or actually water and dollies, so I could talk to you guys about what's been going on in my life and what's been going on with my dolls. As you see, I have Azrael here, and I have a very exciting thing to show you guys that has to do with Azrael and Ezekiel, who is not here yet. I don't know how. Whoa! Don't throw yourself back on me, darling. I am still not sure when my Ezekiel will come. I have heard that ring doll can take up to 4 or 5 months, so, or maybe longer. So I'm a little impatient of a person. I'm a very impatient person, actually. So I really wanted him to be here faster, but I want him to be made well, and so I know that he's going to take a while. So Azrael will just have to wait for his buddy in this adventure to arrive. I have started writing my story, and so far it's coming along, but like I said, with my depression, sometimes it's very hard to get myself motivated to do the things that kind of need to be done and that inspire me. I've always been artistic, but it's very hit or miss. Like, if I am being creative, I might be creative in one area of my life, but then I might overdo it, and then I'm like, I can't do it anymore. So quite often that's the case. When I started making reborns, I went all in. I was constantly, every night, I'd come downstairs and practice on them and work on them, and I just got burned out, especially since the reborn that I was working on, I don't know if I have it close by to me. I don't think I do. I'm not sure where. Oh, I put it over there. The eyebrows did not come out the way that I wanted them to, and I had tried to root the eyebrows on top of the painting, and it just was horrible. I don't know why for the first like big reborn that I made, I decided to do rooted eyebrows. Was not a good plan. So I kind of got discouraged and kind of just got burnt out. So I've set up my kind of craft area to get into the reborning again and to kind of get that stuff back on track. But it's just hard for me to focus on one thing. I kind of have ADHD with crafts and artwork. I used to be really into painting and drawing, and I will actually do a video on that if you guys are interested. I will warn you that most of my artwork is very intense. I tended to paint my feelings and going through a lot of depression and suicidal feelings and everything like that. A lot of my artwork is very dark. But I found that I get very frustrated if I don't do as well as I want to do. So sometimes I am way too much of a perfectionist that if I don't get it perfect, then I feel like frustrated and don't want to do it. And that's something that I really need to get over, because I'm like that with my writing as well. I've tried to write stories before and have gotten frustrated because they're not as good as I want them to be. And then I kind of just give up and don't finish, and that's really not very smart. If I want to get my books finished, because I've always enjoyed writing. So I do have a book of poetry published that I've read some of my poetry to you guys before. But to write a full novel, I really, really want to do that someday. So I've been focusing on my needle felting right now. And if you guys remember, I was going to see Jeff Goldblum at Fan Expo this year. It's the first Fan Expo I've ever been to, and Jeff Goldblum has always been one of my favorite actors, especially for Jurassic Park. So I was super excited in the last video to tell you guys that I was going to meet him, and I actually worked on a needle felting project for him so that when I met him I could give him something, because I feel like, yes, they get paid to come down and to do photos with fans, and some of them keep the money, but quite often a lot of them give the money to like their charities and whatnot. I know that Michael J. Fox is coming down, and I wish I could see him, but he's just a little bit too much out of my price range, and he's only on 2 days, and they're not the days that I picked to go. So, but the cost of his photo are going to Parkinson's, which I think that's correct, is what he has. So it's a really good cause. But anyways, I worked really hard on this project for Jeff Goldblum and was so excited, and he canceled. Now, there hasn't really been an explanation as to why he canceled. They said that it is conflicting schedule, but it really didn't make any sense to me, because he kind of had it booked for months, and then all of a sudden he canceled. If you look on the Fan Expo website, they actually have, I think, 7 celebrities have now canceled. So it's kind of sketchy in my opinion. I wonder if there's something going on with the whole thing, if they're not giving them enough like a good place to have the photos, or it's just very odd that they're having so many cancellations. Like I said, this is my first one, so I don't know if this is normal, but a lot of people have canceled, so it's frustrating. The whole Michael J. Fox and most of the other people from Back to the Future will be there, and I love Back to the Future, and if I could get a photo with all of them, that would be incredible. But again, it's way out of my price range. So I'm gonna get to see them in person, you know, kind of walking by and stuff, which is really cool. And then Carrie Elwes and Wallace Shawn, and I feel bad, I can't remember the other man's name, are coming from The Princess Bride. So that's really cool too. But when I was doing Jeff Goldblum, when I was going to get a photo with Jeff Goldblum, I had other friends that were kind of chipping in to have a photo with him, and none of them are really into the Princess Bride characters or the Back to the Future characters, so I really can't afford to just pay for it all myself. So I'm just kind of resigned to the fact that I'm not going to get a photo this time. Xena is also there too, and Gabrielle. So again, another amazing group of people. And it's funny because my husband's like, if you got a picture with Xena, you can show how much taller you are than she is, because she's always been like really a role model for me, because she, like Xena Warrior Princess, was tall and powerful and just super amazing. And then I found out I'm actually taller than her, so that was kind of cool. But again, I can't afford to get the photo with them by myself. So anyways, I've heard that Jeff Goldblum is supposed to be coming next year, but like I said, I am not a very patient person, and quite often I am fearful that if I don't get something, an opportunity now, then it will never happen. So I'm trying to stay positive that that's not the case, and that I will get to be able to have a photo with him and give him his present when he comes next year. So I'm gonna put Azrael down for a minute, and I'm gonna show you guys what I made him. Now, like I said, I've just really gotten into needle felting, so it's not as good as I want it to be, but I'm proud of what I've done. So it's a little T-Rex with sunglasses and a black leather jacket. I don't know why that's, oh, it's just a piece that was fluff. The teeth were hard because I couldn't needle felt the teeth, so I cut the teeth out of regular felt and kind of just glued it there. So yeah, I really worked hard on it, and I really wanted to be able to give it to him in real life, but as I said, it didn't work out this year. So I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna put a backing on it and some magnets. I was gonna make it into like a pin he could wear. I mean, it is a big pin, but then my friend, she told me that it's probably not the best plan to bring a pin to a photo shoot, because the security, especially for Jeff Goldblum, would be pretty high, and I didn't want to pin the bloom as that's what I was thinking. I'm like, probably shouldn't pin the bloom. so yeah, I was gonna make it a magnet, and I even got the little, there's like really cool flat magnets that you can get that are like stickers at the dollar store, and I was gonna make it into a magnet. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna make it into a magnet, and I'll just continue practicing and hopefully not get burnt out by it, and maybe get better by next year. So like I said, I'm trying to stay positive about that. Just one sec. So the reason that I have been drinking a lot more water, I've been trying really hard to drink a lot of water, is I get really dehydrated easily, because I used to never drink water, and so I would go for, you know, months without having any effects from it, and then I would not drink water and become so dizzy and so lightheaded that quite often I would pass out. And so, you know, it happened probably like 3 times, and over the course of my life, at least as an adult. And at first I thought it was just when I was sick, but about a week ago or 2, I started feeling like dizzy and lightheaded, and like the world was spinning around me, and there was no reason for it. And so my husband's like, well, have you been drinking water? And I'm like, maybe once a day, maybe. So he's like, no, you need to drink water every day, and it needs to be like this amount. So I started drinking water, and after 4 days of waking up super dizzy and super lightheaded and having to be in bed for like most of the day, I started drinking water every day, and a lot of it, and it went away. So now I know that I have to keep doing that, and it's really good for your health anyways. So yeah, that's why I have water for my wine and Dollies instead of my normal iced tea, which I love iced tea. And I've actually become obsessed with Dr. Pepper, which is also not good for me. So I'm trying really hard to do better that way. So Dolly news, I'm going to get to the Dolly news first, and then I'm going to kind of tell you guys the really exciting news about my story. I actually have some amazing things to show you. And so in Dolly news, I sold my smart doll Santa, and it's very hard because I know that this has happened in the past where I had bought a doll and people have kind of become attached to it because I might have them in videos a couple times, and it's very hard for me because I am definitely a people pleaser. So I feel, I feel guilty if I don't keep the doll, especially because I know that other people love the doll. But I've come to realize that I am someone who I really enjoy having different types of dolls. And then unless I really bond with them and I've kind of created their personalities and stuff like that, I tend to not keep them for very long. And that's why when I got my Doll in Mind dolls and bodies, I kind of knew right away that they just were not the dolls for me. I can usually tell pretty quickly, and then there's other times where I have a doll for almost a year and then realize that it's just not the doll for me. So that's what happened with Santa. I still have Ashiel. I'm not sure if I will keep Ashiel forever, but I do have him for now. I definitely would say that I bonded with him more than I did with Santa. And it's also kind of okay because it's kind of funny because Tammy and I both got Santa and EG. And I bonded with EG and she bonded with Santa, and I really didn't bond with Santa and she didn't really bond with EG. So she is actually selling her EG. If anyone is interested, then please feel free to message her, and I'm going to put her YouTube down below, and I will try and put her, her Facebook page down below as well, so you can contact her that way. Because yeah, so she still has Santa, so I can always visit Santa and, you know, kind of play with her at her house, and it all works out. That's one of the reasons I'm super excited about my my Azrael and my Ezekiel storyline, because I've never really bonded with a doll that way to the point that I can make a storyline out of them. Obviously my Ziggy and my Lazarus, I've bonded with them very well, and they have personalities, and I personally cannot see that I will ever sell them. I try not to say absolutes, but I just really love the Akagi dolls, and the fact that they're my Bowie inspired dolls. I don't see myself selling them. But I did order a new doll and a body so that I can add new characters to my storyline. My doll in mind tan skin girl that I am hoping to turn into a Trill from Star Trek. I ordered her a Mayu tan skin body. So I'm hoping that the skin tone matches. I haven't heard anybody else buy the tan skin and match it with the Doll in Mind skin tone, but I do know that their normal skin matches the Doll in Mind skin. So maybe it's wishful thinking, but I'm like, they were having a sale at Alice Collection, so I decided, yes, I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. And when I was looking at ordering the body, I fell in love with their, I think it's called Delia, SD sized girl. So I did order her as well. I am going to add pictures of them here. And so yeah, I'm excited about them coming. Again, I don't know how long they're going to take. I've never ordered from Mayu before, but I have heard nothing but good stuff about them. Good stuff. So I'm hoping that it is actually, they're very good dolls, I'm hoping. And I'm hoping that I will bond with them. I thought, I also considered that if I don't bond with the Delia head, but I like the body, I might use the body for my Doll in Mind. Oh, no, I can't remember her name. Belarus, I think is her name. The one that I'm going to turn into a demon. And if I do bond with Delia, then I will probably make her into an angel. So there's 2 female characters in my story. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And of course I will do a box opening. And of course I had to buy $100 worth of clothing to get the free shipping. I had to. So again, I will be able to show you guys all those clothes too. I don't know if you guys have this challenge too, but I get so excited getting a new doll. And it's kind of, I don't like using this word because it's kind of associated with addiction, but I suppose that it's an addiction to because you get a high from buying new dolls, or at least I do. So like I've told you guys a million times in the past, I sell dolls to be able to afford new dolls. So it is very hard when you do that, because if you really want a new doll, you have to kind of look at your other dolls and decide who is going to be kicked off the island, so to speak. So, but yeah, so I'm excited about those 2 dolls coming. I'm super excited for Ezekiel to come. Sorry, I don't know why the water is making me burp so much. It's not caffeinated, it's just regular water. So yeah, and then a very, very dear friend of mine, I'm going to tell you guys now the exciting news about my story. A very, very dear friend of mine who I actually met at one of the doll meetups. We were talking, and she does artwork. Incredible artwork, and she's actually going to school for it. And when we met, we were talking about it, and she said that she would be willing to do some artwork for me. And I was blown away. I said to her, well, you know, that would be incredible. How much would you charge? Because I have to keep it in my budget, kind of a thing. And she's like, no, like, if you, I'd really like to try and draw your dolls. And so I said, oh, that would be incredible. I would love that. So I sent her some pictures of my dolls. And she watches my channel. So, hi, Bernice. Hi, sweetie. And so she saw Ezekiel and Azrael, and she said that she would be more than happy to draw pictures of them. So I had seen some of her work, but I didn't realize how incredible she would have done the job of making these amazing doll drawings. And she embodied the characters so much. So I've actually got her on Instagram, and I will put that link down below of her Instagram, and I'm going to show you guys the picture. Her Instagram name is Friendly Sook, I think it is. So Friendly and then S-U-K-E. So I will link that down below. But she's just starting out. She is going to school for art and design, but you would not know that she was just starting out. Her work is absolutely incredible. So I will be posting those pictures here. So as you can see, I cried when I saw these amazing photos. She just took the pictures of my dolls, and they inspired her to draw these amazing pieces of artwork. So if you guys are interested in getting your dolls or a character that you guys like, or yourself drawn, she is so sweet and so incredibly talented, and she is building her portfolio and everything. So I would message her and ask her, you know, how much she charges and everything, because she is definitely worth the cost. Yeah, so I am very blessed to have her as a friend, and also very blessed that as my friend she was willing to draw these for me as a gift. So yeah, you guys definitely need to get a hold of her. It's so cool to have these amazing people who take another aspect of the doll hobby and make beautiful creations for us, to give us more chance to enjoy our dolls. So definitely, guys, please check her out. So yeah, I'm trying to continue to be inspired by my dolls, and to continue to be inspired to work on my story, and I'm continued to be inspired to find a way to buy more dolls. And I'm super excited about the ones that are coming, and I'm excited to show you guys. For my viewers, I just thank you so incredibly much. I have so many, I don't even have enough time to say how grateful I am for the viewers I have and the new viewers that have joined. I've had some people make comments on what they'd like to see in my videos. I actually had one of my viewers Oh, you guys are just so sweet. The comments and compliments that you guys say. I had a viewer actually say that they loved my dolls face-ups and the clothing styles that I've done, and so they would really like to see kind of who my face-up artists are that I like and where I buy my clothes. And that really makes me feel good about myself, because, you know, you kind of think you're alone in this hobby, and what inspires you to have it inspire other people and to have it make other people feel that they want to hear where you know, come up with these ideas and stuff is just, it's so cool. Sorry, I say a lot. And I remember being a kid and my grandparents used to say, like, you gotta stop saying, But even as an adult, I can't not say, when I get, talking. So, yeah, what was the other thing I was gonna say? My brain has gone somewhere. Oh, so if you guys have noticed, I am getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. I am beyond shocked. Again, thank you guys so much for your love and support. I am going to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I am not quite sure yet what the prize will be, but my idea of the giveaway is kind of unique as to how I was hoping to do the giveaway entries. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that and see what you think. If you guys think that this is something that you'd really like to try and do and that you think was cool, or if it's too much, if you would like to do it just for fun and to enter normal giveaway type of giveaway. I love doing doll photography. I love looking at doll photography. And so I was thinking, if people are up to it, that it would be kind of neat to have people enter the 1,000 subscriber giveaway by taking photos. I do not need them to be BJD related. Any kind of doll photos will do. It can be anything from, you know, Tinies, Barbies, Brats, Reborns, rag dolls, whatever you have and enjoy. I would love to see creative photography in that that category. So, and then I was thinking the people that do submit photos, I would do a whole video with all their different photos, so you kind of get to see all the entries, and then the people that enter that will get their names put in to win the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I don't know if anyone is interested in doing it that way, or they would just like to enter it the old-fashioned way, and then maybe if people are willing to still do that, even if it's not for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, that I would have kind of a contest for that photo contest alone that people can enter, and then I kind of write down all the names of the people who sent in photos and have a draw that way. Excuse me. So if people are interested in either option, please give me a comment down below of what you would like to see. If you want a separate contest for the photos and one for the giveaway, the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, or you want them combined. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a very long video compared to most of my videos, but I hope that you guys have stayed tuned to watch all of my rambling and all of my umming. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome rest of the day. Bye.